All right, welcome everybody to another episode of Dave Cooper Live. It is Saturday morning coffee with Dave, and today's going to be another exciting show. But first, before we get started, I need to say, hey, we are live on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. It's a little cold here in Alabama this morning. But if you're just joining us, please, we're going to have we have a lot to talk about this week, a lot coming up. And this past week was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So with that said, give me 1 second and I will be right. Sorry, everyone. I realized that I didn't have power in what I'm doing here, so give me 1 second. Having one of those mornings. Get that plugged in. All right, so let's start this over. We are going to have a heck of a show. We have a heck of a week lined up this week. We got a lot going on, so if you're just joining us, we are live on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitch. And if you could tell us where you are joining us from today. All right, getting back to this week. Since I seem to be a little all over the place this morning, maybe I have not had enough of my coffee. I love this coffee mug. This is from MIIR. They do automation for manufacturing facilities. Thank you for my coffee mug. Get my life pulled together here. It's a little bit hectic. So with that said, listen, what a week we had. We started off this week with NREL. If you guys remember, on Monday, 3-1, we had Shanti Blaas, Anchor Potter, and Lucas Toffoli on from RMI. And we were talking about all the advanced building construction initiatives and collaboratives that they are currently working on, right? I mean, it's a lot of data analysis, driving research and innovation. And we talked quite a bit about Energy Sprong, which is a Dutch program that they have implemented. Now they've actually retrofitted 5,000 houses already, or buildings at this point, and they retrofitted them using the Energy Sprong program, where they have these panels that just you can put on the outside facade, you can put on the roof, insulation panels, and then you have core mechanicals that can go in. Well, NREL and RMI are looking at this in collaboration on what we can do here in the United States. So if you have not checked it out, I highly suggest you check out Monday's show. There is a lot of money. Currently being put out there for people to join and work with them and collaborate with them. So definitely, if you're interested in collaborating with them and looking at doing projects together, reach out to Shanti, Anchor, and let them know that you're definitely interested, and even Lucas as well, right? They're all working together. All right, moving on. Tuesday, what did we do on Tuesday? Tuesday, Building Modular, Jennifer, always a great show. But Wednesday was a huge show that we had on. I have so many tickers here, I can't even get them straight. Amar Rafat, Product Spotlight. If you didn't join this show, there is a lot going on here with Amar. He's Vice President of Virtual Design and Construction Technology. They are working with Autodesk. He was the AEC Innovator of the Year. They have so many collaborations going on as well. I have to tell you, collaboration is the key word. It is the key word moving forward. It's all about collaboration. It's all about driving this industry forward, and they are collaborating with quite a few different industries. Howick, Autodesk, Struxoft, They are collaborating with a lot of people, and they are driving innovation. One of the big things we talked about was with Howick and their telescopic studs. We talked about laser scanning. We talked about virtual reality, mixed reality assembly. Think about all these things. Laser scanning, 3D drone mapping. They're doing it all. It's absolutely amazing. So if you do not know Amar or Amar Rafat, you need to. One, full of energy. Two, I think the world only needs Amar, and we could build anything anywhere. The guy has it going on. He's super smart, super nice, and he really understands working with other people in the collaboration of things that are going on. Thursday, we had Scott Carson on, the Note guy, right? From the Note Closer podcast. How about that? Scott Carson. If you don't know Scott Carson, that's another one. He's in the real estate industry. He works with a lot of distressed properties. He's not approaching it from a new construction standpoint, but he is approaching it from an increasing influence standpoint. I mean, seriously, the guy, one, is funny as can be. Favorite quote of his quote of the day was, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time, but don't start with the ass. That was that was Scott's quote of the day in my book. But really, he has 25,000 followers on LinkedIn. He has hundreds of thousands, of people that tune into his podcast. He really has it going on when it comes to taking distressed properties and courses and classes, and how do you turn those properties into money, right? How do you rehab them? How do you bring them back? But more importantly, the whole show is about why he delved into podcasting and social media and how it has changed what he does and how he does it. That's the key here on increasing influence, how he does it and why he does it. And he puts it all out there, all of it, right? He says, give it the 5% extra. 5% plus 5% plus 5% plus 5%, 5 days a week extra increases your productivity by 25%. You do that for an entire month, you increase your productivity by a year or by 100%. Now, this is the key in what his conversation is. Just give it 5% more each day. And if you do that and you put 5% more in and you're increasing influence in the work that you do, it'll take you further faster. And remember, luck typically comes from hard work. I don't know. Fridays, man. BS Fridays. They just keep getting better. BS Friday, we had round 2 with Doug Farr on, and we had special guests, Dhiru, Thadani. Unbelievable. Listen, Friday's show went an hour and I think 40 minutes, and we still barely got through everything. This was one of three presentations that Doug Farr is doing with us on our show, talking about all the things that they're doing, architectural environments, the responsive in culture, climate, context. How do you bring the outside, I don't know if I put it in my own words, how do you make a city environment just feel awesome? How do you bring natural elements into the city environment? How do you bring natural elements such as rain gutters? I mean, when you see basic stuff just with the rain gutters and not hiding them on a big building and showing the rocks and the water splashing against the rocks as they run off the building and using the elements that are already there to build better architecture, build places for kids to hang out and play, enjoy nature. It was a great show. Super great show. And guess what the big takeaway was? It's all about collaboration. All about collaboration. And I will tell you, over again, if you haven't seen this show, I don't know, we probably had about 100 people on this show, in and out throughout the whole show, which is huge. And so many people were so grateful for Dhiru and Doug and their insights and their information. And you can just see it. Well, go to the show notes, see it for yourself. Amazing show. So wanted to put that out there for everybody. All right, moving on to, drum roll please, next week. I hope you guys can see me okay. I'm actually sitting here in the corner of our motorhome. It's a little chilly outside. You know, being from the New England states and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania originally, I always thought that it stayed a little bit warmer in the southern states. We're still in Red Bay, Alabama, at least till Tuesday, maybe Wednesday next week. And then we're finally kicking it off. We're getting out of here. Everything's done. All right. Comment. Hey, what's happening, Greg? Quite an amazing week. Mark continues to have some great products. Yes, he does. When doesn't Mark? You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get a contract for beard products soon, you know, with what he has going on there for sure. All right. Greg from Twitch. Love seeing you, man. I hope we catch up soon. It's been a while. All right. What do we have coming up this week? You guys ready? Let's hop into it. Let's hop into this. Go to my banners. Monday, Pillars of the Industry Awards featuring the Building Systems Council members. Yes. If you missed it, the National Association of Home Builders had awards this past week. The virtual award ceremonies took place, and we are going to honor some of those people on our show Monday, starting with Devin Perry, who is going to help me announce some of the winners of the awards. We have Matt Belcher coming on. Love Match, Enhanced Building Systems, Matt Belcher. Now, Matt Belcher is one of my favorite all-time people, and I'm going to tell you why. One, he's a big dude, man, and he's just the nicest person in the world. Two, he has done so much for the building systems industry that when you hear him speak, it'll blow your mind. And three, he does a ton for the veterans. A ton, right? He's on the board for Homes for Our Troops. And they build a lot of houses for wounded veterans. I've been fortunate enough for the last few years to be invited to the special events during the NAHB IBS shows. Unfortunately, it was virtual this year. And one of my favorite people in the world, Matt Belcher. I'm looking forward to having him on the show Monday. We are also going to have Brian Seeloff on, Tamarack Grove Engineering. Now, Brian Seeloff, okay, incoming chair, super smart guy, huge engineering firm, and guess what project they worked on? When they built the Ark, Noah's Ark, the actual structure. That's one of the claims to fame that Brian Seeloff and his team were able to participate in, was building the Ark. And wait until you see it. I'm going to probably pull it up and show it on Monday's show. Brian, looking forward to having you on the show. And then we're also going to have Jim Banner on from Insulpan and PFB Custom Homes, another award winner. I love it. It was awesome. The award ceremonies was absolutely awesome. And I was fortunate enough as well from all the members, and I'm going to thank them again on Monday, to receive Member of the Year award. I don't know why they give a guy like me such an award, but I think it's much appreciated. And as long as we keep having fun, we keep talking about growing the industry, we keep showcasing people that are doing it better, we all have nothing but gains in our industry. And I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that's how we're starting off Monday, with awards and saying thank you to all the great people. And I wish I could have everybody on, but the show's just not long enough. All right, Tuesday, obviously building modular with Jennifer and I. We will be continuing down the path on why modular is better, why it is better, but it's not for everything, and we know that. So Tuesday is all about building modular and volumetric structures. So join us for Tuesday as we continue down the path on the ins and outs of building modular, what's good about it, what's bad about it, what people love about it, what are some of the misconceptions about it, what's some of the stigmas about it. We cover all of those topics every Tuesday. So join us for that. And then on Wednesday, Product Spotlight, get this, we have the Dumpster Professor on. Professor Dumpster, Dr. Jeff Wilson, CEO of Jupe. What's Jupe? Glad you asked. Check this out. I'm going to put it up here for you. Check out that structure right there. This is Jupe. Let me see if I can go to some other pages here so people can see what Jupe is. Jupe is a dwelling unit inspired by the stars, designed for new frontiers beyond the city and off the grid. It isn't just a quick place to stay. It's a getaway to the outside world. Wait until you check this stuff out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Pre-order too, it looks like. We're going to have Jupe on. Now, this was a recommendation from Julietta Marati, which was on our show not too long ago. So you definitely want to tune in Wednesday. We're going to be talking about Jupe. We're going to be talking about all the things that they are working on. These units are spectacular, and they can be deployed super, super quick, which is a lot of fun. So make sure you tune in on Wednesday for that. And then Thursday, oh, guess what? It's Women in Construction Week. Women in Construction Week. So if you're out there and you're listening, let us know who you are. We will call you out on the show. We will bring you on the show this week. We want to honor as many people as we can, especially women in our industry, because with more women, we will go further, faster. It is proven. It's proven every day in my life that I go further, faster, because of the help that I have for the show with Jennifer, 100%. And everybody keeps asking for more Jennifer on the show anyhow. So hopefully I can just turn it over to Jennifer and I can sit back and enjoy my coffee every morning. Why are you looking at me like that, Jennifer? She's leaving. But it is true. The more women we have in this industry, the further, faster we will go. And I probably don't say it enough to my own wife, Jennifer, but I am very grateful for everything and all the show write-ups, because Jennifer was a journalism major where I was a major running my mouth, and that's what I continue to do and still do. So I'm very grateful to have the help. All right, moving on before I get myself in trouble here. Thursday is going to be a great show. Guess where we're going? We are going to Autovol. Has anybody been with the people from Autovol yet? I don't think so. Right here on DaveCooper.live, this is only step number one. Step number one, we're going to have one of the head female people from Autovol on to kick off Women in Construction Week on Thursday, Increasing Influence. She's a cultural specialist, affordable housing warrior, a joyful entrepreneur, and her name is Merrick Macomber, making an impact at Autovol. And following up on that is the CEO of Autovol. And if everybody doesn't know what Autovol is, you're going to real soon. It is a highly automated, volumetric, modular plant. And we are going to have the CEO on. And then during our roadshow, we will be going there and showcasing it. Right here on DaveCooper.live, Autovol has been under the radar, so to speak, on what they've been talking about and what they've been doing. We're hoping to shed some light on it for everybody. So I'm super excited about this. Merrick is a force to be reckoned with. We're super excited to have her on the show. We're also going to have Jennifer join us for that show. She doesn't know it yet, but I just dragged her in. Jennifer's also going to be joining the show with us this Thursday, and we're going to honor them all week. All right, so what do we have coming up this week? We have Autovol coming up on Thursday. It's going to be great. And then, of course, we're back to BS Friday. Hans Blaas, CEO of Rotho Blaas, specialty building materials and integrated solutions for mass timber. Mass timber is becoming a hot topic for us. And we even have more people coming on for mass timber here in the very, very, very near future. In fact, we're going to have one of the CEOs on from Canada, and I'm not going to say names yet, and they have the most advanced mass timber manufacturing facility built to date. He says it won't last long. Somebody will outbeat them. But it is the most automated, advanced mass timber facility to date. So, wow. It's just going to keep getting better, everybody. The calendar is getting booked out. We're going to be in these facilities. We're going to have a great time. And you also need to remember to mark your calendars for the 22nd. I know, Greg, you're out there. Greg Ugaldi will be on. Henry Mickelberg will be on. We will have Jerry McCahey on and some others talking about why the mass adoption of offsite construction has not truly happened yet. It's trickling in, but it hasn't happened yet. Guess what? It's going to. Let's go into it. We're going to have a real conversation on this. We're going to talk about the do's, the don'ts, the whys, the why nots. I'm just going to have a hard time controlling this conversation because if you know Henry and you know Greg and if you know Jerry, they got a lot to say. So we're going to have to set some rules, Greg. I'm going to have to set some rules on the 22nd. But everybody likes rules, right? I don't know. I like rules. I like to know where I stand. But we'll figure it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to leave this show open. It's probably going to be more than an hour. I'm thinking an hour and a half, possibly even 2 hours for this show. We're going to give it as much time as it needs because this is going to be a show where we discuss the mass adoption. Is it because of cost? Maybe. Maybe not. Are we not looking at it correctly? Do we not have the right information out there? Is the right data not being shared? Maybe. Guess you got to tune in on the Monday the 22nd to find that one out. But put it on your calendars right now, 1 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be one of our biggest shows that's happening this month. All right. Folks, there's a lot happening. Our roadshow is in the works. As you know, we are in the RV. It is beginning. We have some big meetings next week. I can't say a lot, but I have a feeling it's all coming together, and I'm super, super excited. I'm super excited that we get to keep this very editorial. What does that mean? That means we're not getting in bed with the devil. We are going to be true to this show, and that is only bringing you the best and the brightest with no agenda behind it. Our goal is to share and collaborate. Continue the conversation. No more of this, I have the secret sauce hiding behind closed doors. Let's collaborate. We will innovate. We will no longer be the last place in this industry. We will no longer be last place when it comes to technology in the construction industry. I forbid it. We're going to move forward. We're going to grow our industry. We're going to be the best industry out there. There's no reason why we cannot. It's our time to shine. It's our time to deliver better products. It's our time to deliver more affordable products. It's our turn to deliver technology in the housing world, to build homes as a service, to build homes for people that live in them, make them healthy, comfortable, enjoyable, safe. There's so many things that we're talking about on this show. We're going to get the young people back into it. It's all starting with our road show. It's all starting with some big things that are coming up. We're working on some major conversations, some reports. There's all kinds of things we're looking at. We're going to bring it to you right here live on Dave Cooper. So, all right, sorry for the hiccup in the beginning there. I realized I wasn't plugged in. I had to go find my charger. I don't know. 6 days a week. Maybe it's wearing on me a little bit. 6 days a week for a year, almost for a year. 6 days a week. We have not missed one day. May have been late on occasion, may have had some hiccups on occasion, but in a full year, we have gone live almost. We have another couple weeks to go, 6 days a week. And we try and bring you something good every week. All right, everybody, I'm done rambling. I hope everybody has their coffee this morning and you're enjoying it. It's only 9 a.m. where I'm at, probably 10 a.m. on the East Coast. And what would that make it if it's 10 a.m., 7 a.m. on the West Coast? See, my math's not so bad. I can do basic math. Join us this week. Be there Monday. We are going to be talking about the awards on Monday. It's a big deal. I'm going to put it up here one more time. The National Association of Home Builders and the Building Systems Council had a lot of great innovators, a lot of great awards that went out. We're going to celebrate it. We're going to celebrate the National Association of Home Builders diving in deeper to offsite construction, looking at modern methods of construction, looking at adding new codes to address the unknowns of offsite construction for code officials in the field. There's a lot happening all here on Dave Cooper Live. I want to thank everybody for joining us. We'll see you Monday, 1 p.m., Tuesday, 1 p.m., Wednesday, 1 p.m., Thursday, 1 p.m., Friday, 1 p.m., and Colton, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Colton's back here. 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. 6 days a week right now. All right, everybody. I'm done rambling and done touting my 6 days a week. I hope all of you have a wonderful weekend. I am looking forward to this afternoon and my day off tomorrow. Spend with the family. I hope you all do the same. We will be back at it on Monday, 1 o'clock. Building Systems Council's Awards. See you then. Bye now.